Welcome to the Clapper Racing YouTube channel. About 3 weeks ago, I got the heater working on the RX-7 and come out here the other day and opened the door up, and there was all kinds of coolant in the driver's side floorboard. And they don't make really any parts for these cars anymore for the heating system, or and a lot of other things for these RX-7s. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this dash back out again for the third time and redo the whole heater in it. And what I'm gonna do is I ordered a generic Summit Racing heater core heater, which should be here today, and I ordered a digital temperature controller from Amazon, and it comes with a switch for the heater itself and then the Amazon digital box. Hopefully it'll fit right in here. I want to make a panel to go in here, replace all this factory Logicon stuff. So hopefully there'll be a switch here, and then the digital controller, which I'll probably have it to control the fan on low speed with the digital controller, and I can override it, go to medium and high. We'll see how I can wire that up when it gets here. But I've already got the coolant drained out of here, and got to start ripping this dash out today. It's my birthday, so it's a pretty sweet birthday present. But got the Datsun running over here. This thing's supposed to be for sale or sold next month, but just got it running over here just to keep some gas circulating through it and drop some of this water that's formed under here, get the condensation off. But we'll get started pulling that dash out. Just finished pulling the dash out. Timed myself. Took me 32 minutes and 4 seconds. So that's a new record for me. That's not a good thing. So this is what's coming out. This box, this box, and this box. This is the blower motor. This is what used to have the AC evaporator in it, and this is what the heater core is in. The heater core is back here. And there's a heater valve on this other side I'll show you that's leaking. They don't sell it anymore. I tried to JB weld it. Obviously it didn't work. So it's getting replaced. But my heater box and my controller just showed up. So I'll open that up and see what it looks like. So I just got this from Amazon here. And UPS guy just delivered it while I was pulling the dash out of this car. 32 minutes included the time he was curious about the car and wanted to see how it worked. But this is the controller. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. That's what she said. But it's a lot smaller than I thought it would be from the pictures. That's the controller. All it's got on the display is basically your current and your target temperature, and you can do it in Celsius or Fahrenheit. And there's your temperature probe that goes inside the car, which tells it to cut it on or off. So let's see what's in this box here. Stickers in a magazine. Got 4 billion Summit Racing. So here's the box itself. It's got the blower motor attached, your inlet and outlet, and there is the heater core inside, and you can attach these to your defrost vents or whatever you want to do. It's got some wiring here and some mounting brackets. So what else we got? Here's the switch here, and there's a switch plate for it. And so this and that are going to be on the control panel itself, and should be pretty cool. Hopefully it works like I think it will. Some mounting hardware and a little bit of instructions. So you got low, medium, and high, and I'll probably just run the low through the controller and have it do that, and then I can override it, go to medium and high. So I'll start pulling the old stuff out of here and get to work on mounting this stuff. So this little heater box is going to take the place of all that. Thinking of probably mounting it right here in the center. There's my bulkhead fittings for my coolant lines coming from the engine there. And I'm thinking of mounting it right there behind the dash. It's real snug up in there. Kind of like that. I think it'll be good. Never mind my country music there. So I think it'll be good right there. Wire this to the switch, and it's got a ground here. I'll ground it probably somewhere over here, and it'll work like a champ. I've already tested the blower motor on the battery, my spare battery here, and it blows pretty hard. So it blows a lot harder than the other fan. I don't know what was wrong with it. I don't know if it was leaking air before it got out the vents or what, but it does a lot better than this more stock unit here. So pretty happy with it so far, and hopefully it'll work like I think it will. Got done making the bracket for this heater box right here, so it'll bolt right where the factory heater core was. And I'm trying to figure out how to make, if I can get a soft enough hose, I think I can come into the stock vents and make everything work, which would be really cool. If I can make all the stock vents blow air like they were from the factory. So the coolant lines are going to come out the bulkhead fitting and go to each side here. It's going to go here and there, and then doesn't specify which is which here. So I guess it doesn't matter. And this is the wiring here. I think I showed that earlier, but so I've got that mounted in there. I need to find some kind of hose or something to duct it in to that, and I need to get the bracket painted so it doesn't rust, and I'll be making progress. So I might just have to let that be for the, on the inside for now, and then go inside and make my control panel. But we'll see. I'll get it done, and I'll keep filming it. Wanted to give the car a little test here. Got it running. The dash isn't in it yet, but it is fully warmed up. We'll see what the temperature is. Air is about 136 degrees when cruising down the road. Low speed right now. I just got a straight wire to the battery just to test the fan, and it's blowing out heat. It's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with it. So hopefully I can start putting the dash together and figure out how I'm going to route these ducts to here and here. But pretty good. I'm going to try to make a panel out of the face of an old Logicon here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out, and I'm going to have a piece of plexiglass. This was a test piece that I made real quick. I'm going to make some more out of this plexiglass sheet here, and make a control panel for the switch and the controller here, and mount it in the dash. It's sitting over there, and see if it fits okay. Got the face cut out here, so I'm gonna make another one of these and attach it kind of like that, and hopefully it'll come out pretty good, and then I can just take this whole piece, bolt it in the factory location there, and it'll be flush and look like it comes from the factory that way, hopefully. Got it all cut out, holes drilled. Now what you got to do is you got to peel the back of this off, this paper here, and then just paint it from the back, and it'll have a nice glossy black look when you get done. I'll show you what I'm talking about when I get done with this. Finished making my panel here, got it installed in the dash. Came out pretty good, I think. I really like it. I think it'll do what I need it to do. I'm gonna take it apart real quick here, show you how I wired it up, so you'll know, and make things a little bit easier for you. Here's the wiring diagram I followed for the temperature controller, and I have the load going in to the third terminal there on the right, and just power and ground, and then I have the power for the load getting stolen off of the fan switch here. So I've got the fan switch for the Summit Racing heater box, and then I have this cheap Amazon climate or temperature controller here, and I have, this is the wire for the low speed for the fan. So when I have this clicked on to the low setting, click it on like that, this controller is going to come on, and the controller is only going to control on the low speed setting, and if I want to have this fan higher, I just click it over to the medium or high setting, and it'll bypass this here. So whenever I click it to load, this terminal will get power. I have it getting power off of here, heading to the load, the power right here for the load, and then I have the power for that going to the temperature controller itself. So whenever on the low setting, it'll feed power to this, and then this is the ground wire for the controller itself, which I have grounded, and then I have the load power, which is this, going out to the connector for the fan, and this is the medium wire and the high right here. So low, medium, high connector going to the blower motor. And I'll go over that again real quick. Low speed gets power when I turn the switch to low. It comes over here, puts power to this terminal. This is feeding power to the module itself, and then once it detects a difference and it needs the heater to come on, this relay will close. It will close these two contacts together here, and it'll feed power through the low wire to the blower motor. It's pretty simple. It was the simplest way I figured I could wire it up, and I think it'll work pretty good. I was playing with the temperature controller earlier, and it seems to come on and off when it's supposed to, but I'll have to get it in the car and test it a little bit more, just to see how practical it is and if it works okay. This is the temperature probe here, and I think I'm going to run this up and over out of the vent that goes in this section here. Just have it sticking out just enough to get the cabin temperature, and just gonna leave it like that for now, unless I can figure out a better way to do it, or if it doesn't work right. I just like tinkering with this stuff and playing around with different things like this. I didn't want to just slap a switch in here, which I could. It would be no problem. I wanted to be able to just put it on low and have it come on and off as I needed it by itself. I thought that would be pretty cool, but I'll hopefully get it installed when it quits raining. It's been raining all day, so it gave me a chance to do this stuff on the inside to it, and hopefully maybe tomorrow or Sunday I can get the dash back in it and test this thing out, but I'll keep you updated. Got the dash set back in place, got the heat running, I got it in low. The car is about 172 degrees right now and warming up, and so far this thing is controlling heat. I'll shut the door, see if I can get it hotter in here. Still got a lot of wiring to clean up and put back together, but seems to be working pretty good. Blowing out about 96 degrees with it on low, with it controlling with this controller here. And it's climbing, and then that red light will go off and should shut the fan off. See? Fan shut off. It's satisfied. See if I can get it back down in temperature again. It warmed it up really quick in here for it to be on low. But you can also override it. Go to medium and high. And it blows out pretty warm. So it's pretty nice. I like it.